So let's not waste any time with this one. It's your Uncle Phil here with Furious Rally Sports and broadcasting from Payson High School. Payson Seymour taking on Point Central. Welcome, folks. And the reason why I'm starting quick is because of the fact that I want to get in some IHSA information for the regionals. The pairings were just announced about 4 o'clock, and let me pull them up real quick once again. Let's talk about the two schools playing today. That would be Point Central and also Payson Seymour. And let's go ahead and go through those real quick as you see the folks warming up. Payson's warming up here at the moment. By the way, speaking of, let's go with a road team first. Point Central has the number 7 seed in the Jacksonville sectional. And they will host Concord Triopia, the number 10 seed. That is Monday the 19th at 4:30. Once again, Camp Point will host Concord Triopia, number 7 versus number 10, Monday the 19th at Central, 4:30. Let's go down and check the Payson Seymour Indians, the home team today. They will host Augusta Southeastern. That is also on Monday the 19th at 4:30 here at Payson. Payson, the number 8 seed, Augusta Southeastern, the 9 seed. By the way, whoever wins that game would have to play Jacksonville route, and that would be at Mendon Unity at 4 on Wednesday the 21st. They're the number 2 seed route, pretty good. The winner of the Camp Point Central Triopia game would run into the number 1 seed Bluffs, at 4:30 on the 21st. So there's some 1A pairings. Let me see if I can find some more of some area schools around here. As I scroll through them, I was surprised I was able to actually get to the website and see all of those. So give me just a moment, because scrolling through it is something else. Let's see here. I am not seeing a whole lot of any other local schools. Let me keep going here. Not quite through the page yet. I think that is all of our 1A teams. All right, so let's go to I'm going to go to softball real quick if I can. So hold on just a moment. I had that saved somewhere. Hang on just a second here. And yes, I've got these softball pairings here. Just a moment. In 1A in Illinois. So let's go through them and see if I can find the local teams. Trying to see. Let's see. I'll keep going here. Hold on a moment. 1A, as I'm looking through for softball here, looking specifically for our local teams today, Payson and Camp Point Central. But they have been, the brackets are out if you happen to miss. Let's see here. And that's about, gosh, I'm trying to find the 2A pairings. Not a whole lot else there from what I see. So, not in 2A. Think I'm missing some of them. Well, anyway, again, you know what Payson, Seymour, and Central are doing in the 1A baseball and also the 1A softball. I guess I was looking at, and I didn't see a whole lot of local teams here. I'm not sure why. I'm not picking those up. Then maybe the brackets will come out later, so forgive me for that. Let's get to the starting lineups anyway. This game should be a good one. You've got a Central team, talking with head coach Jordan Tenhouse here before the game. They're 7-15, 5-3 in the West Central Conference. He said you take a few innings out of some of those games, and they might very well be 15-7. Recent games for them, they lost on the second against QND 13-6, but played a Canton, Missouri team who's 11-4 and a very good team in Missouri. They lost to them though. Central 7-5. They have a brutal schedule to close the season out, including Quincy High on the 13th, and then Winchester West Central, who is 17-4 on the 16th. So they've got a couple of brutal games coming up for them. They're big hitters, Brian Wiskirchen hitting Briggs Wiskirchen, thank you, hitting 470. Garrett Nyson hitting 338, and Luke Houston 327. Nate Peters steals a lot of bases for him, 15. Also, Briggs Wiskirchen has 9. In the pitching department, Garrett Nyson a 1.71 ERA. Colin Likes has a 2.81, and Luke Houston 3.50. So there you go for Central. Now for Payson, Coach Brenton Hannell. I was talking to the assistant coach before the game. They are 8-11, 4-4 in the West Central Conference. Lost a tough game on the 5th, 2 days ago, to Calhoun, 7-3. Calhoun is 16-5 on the season. They have a brutal schedule to close with. They've got Pittsfield, which we'll have tomorrow here on Furious Rally Sports. They'll also have Quincy High on the 10th, and then they've got Hannibal, Missouri on the 15th. So they have a brutal schedule to close things out as well. Both 1A schools, as I've mentioned. Batting average-wise, Blake Schwartz, he's your starting pitcher today. We'll go through that in a minute. He's hitting 403. Hunter Miller is hitting 318, and Lane Barker is batting 310. And let's see here. Stolen bases, boy. Tell you what, Blake Schwartz likes to take care of that. 21. Mason Hayden has stolen 17, and Nick Boone has stolen 8. ERA-wise, Connor Howell at 2.05, Rollin Zenley 3.05. Let's go through the starting lineups now, shall we? Boy, there was a lot of info to get. Probably I should have went on at 4 o'clock to get those pairings for you, but for the state tournament coming up as far as postseason next or in the coming weeks. For Central, leading off, playing shortstop, it's number 25, Nate Peters. Batting second, it's number 10, Lane Houston, playing left field. Briggs Wiskirchen playing first base. He will bat third. He wears the number 5. Batting, let's see, what did I say? Briggs Wiskirchen batting third, playing first base. He wears number 5. Your cleanup hitter is the third baseman, Garrett Nyson, number 24. Playing second base, batting fifth, number 1, Caleb Peterson. Batting sixth, right fielder, Jace Howe. He wears the number 6. Batting seventh, it's your DH today, number 40, Colin Bachhold. Batting, what do I got here? 7th. Batting 8th, it's Colton Cooley, your center fielder. And batting 9th is your catcher, number 11, Luke Ippenson. Colin Likes is your pitcher starting today for Central. He is the one being DH'd for. For Payson, the leadoff hitter is the first baseman, number 17, Lane Barker. Your number 2 hitter is Blake Schwartz, who is pitching today. He's had a sore arm apparently a lot of the season. He is starting today, I believe, for the first time. Connor Howell is doing the catching, batting third. He wears number 10. Hunter Miller, number 11. He's your DH, bats fourth. It's Nolan Sparks hitting fifth, your center fielder. He wears 16. Brody Deeker wears the number 14. He will bat sixth in left field. Batting seventh, it's your second baseman, number 25, Dalton Phillips. Batting eighth, it's Nick Boone, the third baseman, wears number 34. And batting ninth, your shortstop, Rollin Zenley, number 21. Also playing out in right field, being DH'd for, is Mason Hayden, number 26. He can courtesy run, too, and as you know, he's got some stolen bases that we talked about before. So there is your starting lineups for today's game. Payson Seymour hosting Point Central. And you see the let me kind of tell you the weather today. I've done some things to try to help my cameras, but they still kind of blow around in the wind. However, I don't think they'll fall down like they did at Liberty last Friday, so for a softball game. So we should be good there, and that's always a plus the way I look at that. And there you go. How you doing? I'll say hello to you, and we're excited to bring this game to you. Payson Seymour and Point Central from Payson. Nice diamond here. They went to a grass infield. what was that? I don't know, a few years ago. I personally kind of like it. And let's see here. There we go. Brought in the microphone to get your home plate activity. Lots of folks here. It was senior night, and if I got the seniors right there that I saw, I believe it was Blake Schwartz, Connor Howell, Brody Deeker, and Dalton Phillips. So congratulations to those fellas on senior day here at Payson. Good crowd, as I said. See him sitting there. Everybody going to have a good time here. Let's see here. Let me check a couple of other things for you before I get too far along here.
How we doing, sir? I'm here. Hard.
So, again, this could be quite a game today. I would expect it'll be a lot better game than you would imagine. Talking to the various coaches, the pitch count rules in Illinois have made it so that's why a lot of teams are at the 500 level, because they have aces, but they only have maybe one or two, and so other times they may get blistered in some games, and other games they destroy the other team. So that's kind of how this works now in the IHSA. And without me going into details with the pitch count, it's basically, if you pitch about 30 pitches, I think, or less, you can come back the next day. I think it goes like 30 to 50. You can come back the day after that. 50 to 70. I think it's like 3 days rest, 70 to 100 or something like that. It's 4 days rest. I'm not sure. It's really kind of, I'd have to look that up. Nonetheless, it affects how games are. You want to have your ace going against a tough team, right? But you also want to save him for other games. So that's what you run into in high school baseball here in Illinois. I'm not sure how many states are doing that type of actually have that kind of what am I trying to say here? Pitch counts at the high school level, and I don't know if the NFHS has brought that about or not. The National Federation of High Schools, I believe that is. And a lot of these states belong to that. So we're just moments away from game time here. I've got 4:28, but I don't think we're getting started right away, obviously, at 4:30. Central still taking a little bit of infield. I have not seen the umpires yet. So it's senior day. You can kind of figure that would be the case, right? Doesn't really surprise me with that. Congrats, though, for the seniors from Payson Seymour. Again, nice day. It's a little bit windy, not bad. Overcast, I wouldn't call it, it's like puffy cloud overcast, a little bit of blue sky. Will the wind affect today's game? I wouldn't think so, not very much. If the sun peeks out, it could start getting a little warm. I think the high today was supposed to be about 77. I haven't checked last. I'm going to guess it's probably around 72, 73 right now, somewhere in there. So thanks for being here. It's Phil O'Neill, Furious Rally Sports. Let's go through a couple of games we have coming up besides this one. Back here in Payson tomorrow to see Pittsfield play against these same Payson Seymour Indians. That's a good test for both of them, I would think. Pittsfield has had a pretty good season, but they've had some ups and downs as well. We'll see what they end up doing in the postseason. I'll try to get more of that information postseason for you tomorrow at tomorrow's game beforehand. Let's see. And then Friday, it is the rematch of the game that never was. The Friday game that I went last week to Liberty to do the softball game against Central. They warm up in the rain. It's raining to beat the band. My camera got blown over twice, one of them. And we had 15 minutes of broadcast before the umpires met before the game and said, nope, we're not playing this. So that is coming Friday. The following week, 2 games. And those 2 games, I got to think here a minute. Let's see. The final game is the I'm trying to remember who I've got here. Yes, I've got Liberty and Pittsfield in softball, which they played to a 4-3 win over that Liberty won at Pittsfield earlier this year. That's on Thursday the 14th, and on the 15th we close it out with West Hancock at Southeastern. So for the IHSA season, regular season. So again, Central still hitting their infield here. We're, at least 5 minutes away from Jordan Tenhouse throwing up the pop-up to the catcher. If I did that, I think I'd throw out an arm, at least. Welcome, folks, to Furious Rally Sports. Just a few moments from game time. Guess we can kind of show you around the field here a little bit while we have the moments. Let's see here. Well, there's me, but there's our center field shot, so that'll try to get the center and right mostly. Center and left, I should say, and then we got the right field. If it goes in the corner, well, yeah. That might be a little problematic, huh? But that's okay. And let's see. And we'll give you your good old scoreboard shot. No, that's me. Sorry, my bad. There's your scoreboard shot. Okay, umpires are getting together. And I think we're just a few moments away from playing ball. It's always a plus, huh? Field looks like it's in relatively decent shape. I don't know what the players think as far as playing on a grass infield, whether it makes the level of play more, what's the word I'm looking for here, more, it's kind of hard to describe. I don't know if it makes it so the balls don't take weird hops. And perhaps they do, perhaps they don't. I don't know. Going over ground rules here with the umpires. If you're wondering, I don't know what the as far as the distances on the fence are as far as all the way around the field. You've got a fence out in left that is, it's, let's put it this way, it's a double-decker. So the thing is with that, you got to cloud it to get it out. And I don't remember the double-decker fence being almost all the way to center field like it is now. It was maybe down the left field line to about left center when I was younger in my memory. But that's been years and years and years ago. And I can show you that here momentarily. You can see how that's a double-decker there, or a quadruple-decker, I guess you could call that. So I don't know how deep center field is. You can, the typical high school ball player, if they catch one, can hit one out here. Let's just put it that way. So I'm going to guess it's maybe 3 1/4 down the lines, maybe 340 to 340 to the gaps, and then maybe 365, 370 to center field. Looks like we're about ready for game time here. Thanks for being here. It's Phil O'Neill, Furious Rally Sports. Payson Seymour, the Indians hosting Point Central, the Panthers. Old neighbors getting together. There's a lot of neighbor schools around here to play one another. They must get tired of seeing each other. I would imagine a lot of these players know each other by name almost. So we are about here at game time. I think we're just about ready. I better wipe my brow before I start here. Got to get a nice fresh start before the game. All right, let's get that microphone adjusted. There we go. Now I feel set and ready. Hopefully you are too. And Payson Seymour taking the infield. Leading off for Central. They're your 1-2-3. Shortstop Nate Peters, left fielder Lane Houston, and your first baseman Briggs Wiskirken. I got to remember to say that correctly. On the hill for Payson today, Blake Schwartz. This, I believe, the first his first moment on the mound this season, due to basically arm issues. There we go. Let's see if you can see that a little better. See, for me, that looks a little dark, but for you, that might be better because I can see the Schwartz now on his back. That's a good little breaking ball there here to warm up with, eh? He's got Peters, Houston, Wiskirken to deal with to start the game against Central. Again, I weighed down the camera stand, so they shouldn't go anywhere, but they still are wobbly at the top. Not a whole lot. I tried to look around and figure out how I could make that a little more stable. Probably going to have to look into cameras that have electronic stabilization so that they don't do the wiggle wobble. But I think you'll deal with this today, won't you? What do you think? Do I hear a yes? Was that what I heard from you? So, ball coming down here. And we are almost at game time. .437, a little bit of a later start than 4:30, but that's all right. Nate Peters, now your shortstop to lead off. Well, I remember this from last year. The uniforms that Central have, with that, they're very tough to see the number. First pitch in there for a strike to Peters. Good pitch from Blake Schwartz. The next one, outside for a ball. Good crowd for senior day here at Payson Seymour High School, Payson, Illinois. The 1-1. Swung on a miss or fouled into the glove or all three. I don't know. All three. Both. 1-2. To Nate Peters. The next. On that 1-2. That is popped. Now the left fielder's able to make the play. Let's see who did make the play out there. It was in a weird spot. Actually, your first baseman able to make the play. So, good play out there. And the first pitch to Lane Houston. He showed the bunt. I believe he said ball, that he pulled it back. It was Lane Barker that made that play for Payson there at first base. Good change-up or breaking ball or something swung over the top by Lane Houston. I believe we have 1-1. Inside. 2-1. Looked like that's what the umpire flashed there, 2-1. Got the outside edge with that one. To Lane Houston did Blake Schwartz. Now 2-2. That one fouled back into the backstop. Again, a comfortable day here in Payson. A little bit of wind, good day to come watch a ball game. The sun's not beaten down too much, so the cloud cover is kind of helping in some respects. The 2-2 is fouled off and out of play to the left. We'll do that 2-2 again. Blake Schwartz, I don't know what the plan is as far as throwing him when it comes to the regionals. We'll see what happens. The 2-2. Pitch is outside and up, appeared to me. Full count now to Lane Houston, the left fielder, your number 2 hitter for Central. Just started. One out here in the top of the first. That one fouled back in the backstop. Well, you know, Houston's making a good run of it here at this at-bat. I've often wondered who is favored when the count keeps going deep. I always thought the hitter has the advantage because the pitcher gets frustrated. Let's see if Schwartz can put him away on the 3-2. And he does. Struck him out. Swing and a miss. 2 down for Camp Point Central. So now Briggs Wiskirkin, the first baseman. That open stance. Pitch is outside, ball 1 and low from Blake Schwartz. Central has 2 outs here in the top of the first against Payson Seymour. By the way, if you hear hammers, there's some construction going on around here, and it's been going on the whole game. Pre-game, that one is grounded to third. Over to first, out number 3. Okay. So Central goes 1, 2, 3. In the top of the first. We're back after this to see what Payson does in the bottom of the first. No score at the moment. Hang in there. So for Central, on the hill to face Payson is a sophomore, Colin Likes. He has an ERA of 2.80, if I've got that correct, 2.81 online. Sometimes those numbers are incorrect, but lots of sophomores and freshmen, according to head coach Jordan Tenhouse. So he's hoping in coming years they should be really tough down the road. It is Barker, Schwartz, Howell. 1, 2, 3 in the order for Payson. Senior night here, senior afternoon, senior day. I guess probably better to say it that way, right? So here you go, Lane Barker now for Payson. Hitting .310 on the season, one of the better sticks, the lefty. Okay, so Likes, first pitch. That is fouled to the right. Or, I'm sorry, to the left. When I'm looking in reverse, you got to remember, it's your left, my right. 0-1. to Barker. That one grounded to the left side. First baseman takes care of it. One away. Blake Schwartz now. Got quite the stick himself. Steals bases when he gets on, too. Schwartz hitting .403. Likes his first to him. Is a base hit. And there we go, base hit out to left field. Schwartz takes it the other way for the one out single. Now Connor Howell, right-hander. Right-handed hitter, I should say. Likes, hits one pretty deep. Well, the catch made there. I lost the track of where the ball was. Forgive me on that one. It was caught. And there is 2 outs. I thought it got out to the outfield, but I'm not sure where it ended up. I was trying to switch my camera. Forgive me on that, 2 outs. Hunter Miller, your DH. Throw over to first. Nothing doing. This one is well, a run scores. It's a double for Miller. I'm trying to chase it down. I'm trying to look through a net. That's part of the problem. I can't see where the ball goes, but it is a double for Miller that scores 1. As Schwartz scores from first, 1-0 Central. There we go. I'm going to get that angle better. Now we should have that covered a little better. This is Nolan Sparks, your center fielder, 5th hitter. Oh, left-right mover from Likes gets the strike call. With 2 out. 1-0 Payson here in the bottom of the first over Central. That one's up. Count even at 1. Payson leading 1-0, bottom 1. Got the outside corner with that one. 1-2. Likes would like to strand Miller out there if he can. The Central pitcher. Let's see what he does here on the 1-2. Breaker just misses outside, or, well, I don't know, just misses. Can't really see home plate here because of the color of the, even if the color is adjusted, you know, you see the mound there in second base, but you really can't see home plate. It's just a guess. It looked outside 2-2. Ooh, did he hit him? Nope, but the runner will advance to third. On the wild pitch now. It's full count to Nolan Sparks. They're going to say it's foul ball to the right. One nothing Payson, but they have another runner at third here in the bottom of the first, trying to get him home with 2 outs. Full count to Nolan Sparks. The pitch from Likes. Ball 4, up. Sparks walks with 2 outs. Miller is at third after his RBI double. Brody Deeker now, your left fielder, the 6th hitter. Mike's got 2 quick outs, but, well, 1-0. Payson Seymour. Throw over to third, nothing doing. The runner will take second base on that. So second and third now. You see that a lot of times in high school baseball. The runner first and third, the runner will automatically go. Strike. That's strike 1 to Brody Deeker. 1-0. Payson. Bottom 1, 2 outs. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Likes, for a sophomore, got some pretty good hop in that fastball. That should only get better as time goes on. Payson has runners at second and third here with 2 outs, bottom 1. They lead 1-0. Central's Colin Likes. The pitch. Strike 3 called. Wow. That was a pitcher's pitch, that's for sure. Deeker caught looking for the 3rd out, but Payson gets 1 hit on, or 2 hits, gets 1 run on 2 hits. We go to the bottom, or the top of the 2nd, thank you. And Payson Seymour leads Camp Point Central 1-0 on Furious Rally Sports. Back in a flash. Top of the 2nd now for Camp Point Central. The Panthers will have 4, 5, and 6. It's Garrett Nyson, Caleb Peterson, and Jace Howe. 4, 5, and 6 for Central to face Blake Schwartz. Schwartz again, his first time on the mound this year, from what I was told. Hopefully that is correct. Sun's starting to peek out a little bit here more. As I said, in the sun, in and out of the clouds today. Wind is minimal. I mean, it's there, and you can see it kind of shaking the camera a bit, but it's not real bad. Garrett Nyson now. Hitting .338 on the season. It's your number 4 hitter for Central. Leading off the top of the 2nd. And that is fouled to the right, or to the left, rather. One nothing Payson. That one fouled on the backstop. 2 strikes now on Central's Garrett Nyson, the 3rd baseman. Looks a little bit fooled here against Schwartz. Let's see what Blake comes with on the 2-strike pitch. That is fouled out and to the right and back. I don't know here. I'm kind of thinking upstairs heat in. Let's see what happens. That one is Pop to the second baseman. And that's one away. Nice and down. It's the second baseman, Dalton Phillips, that made the play. So here we go. Caleb Peterson, the second baseman. That one is an out. I thought that went to the outfield. It did not. It was a ground out to short. 2 away. So 2 up, 2 down. Now Jace Howe, the right fielder for Camp Point Central. Payson leading 1-0, 2 outs. Top 2. The 0-1. Ooh. Thought that might be pitcher friendly, but no. 1-1 to Jace Howe. Steve right, curve at the top of the zone. Shorts like to do the 1-2-3 here on the middle part of the Panther order. Breaking ball is up there, though, 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1-2-3 inning for Blake Schwartz. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Payson leading the road team, Camp Point Central, 1-0. Back after this on Furious Rally Sports.
Wait. No, I'm taking pictures. I don't care. You can't take pictures or video me when I'm batting. I do bad. I'm not quite sure. I don't think
If I remember correctly from what I told you earlier, regional-wise, Class 1A, the 19th Central will host Concord Triopia, and Payson will host Augusta Southeastern. Central is the 7th seed, Payson the 8th seed. They just announced those at about 4 o'clock, those IHSA postseason pairings. All right, so for Payson, it's 7, 8, 9. It's Phillips, Boone, and Zinley. Here's Dalton Phillips, your second baseman. Made a play out in the field. That pop up to second earlier. Last half inning. Bottom of the second now. 1-0 Payson leads. Pitch is outside for a ball. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Looks like Likes has fairly good steam on that fastball as a sophomore. That's pretty cool. That is fouled off and to the right. 1-2 now. To Dalton Phillips, your second baseman, 7th hitter in the Indians lineup. Payson Seymour leading Central 1-0. The 1-2 is on its way. Breaking ball misses outside. Again, the clouds and the sun playing in and out here today. The 2-2. That one is popped, foul, and out of play to the right. 2-2 now from Likes to Phillips. That is fouled off and to the right as well. The 2-2 once again to Phillips. Swung on and missed. Sounded like he tipped it, but it goes as a strikeout anyway here to lead off the second one away. Here's your third baseman, Nick Boone. There's the number 34. It's your eighth hitter. And that one is hit out to left and caught. 2 away. Likes would like to have a 1-2-3 inning two here. Shortstop Rollins Zenley. Now your ninth hitter for Payson. Good pitch on the outside edge there by Colin Likes. Next is grounded to the pitcher. Over to first, out number 3. Well, that's the way you like to take care of business, right? No runs, no hits. A 1-2-3 inning there. We go to the third. It's Payson Seymour leading Camp Point Central 1-0 on Furious Rally Sports. In a moment, I shall return. Well, in high school baseball, you can use all the arms the more arms you have, the better. Let's just put it that way. And Blake Schwartz, the first time pitching here, the senior, first time pitching this season, has had arm trouble. If he is okay, they can definitely use him as this postseason comes along here in a couple of weeks. So ball will go down here, and let's see, for Central. Got 7, 8, 9 due. All right. And that's Bockold, Cooley, and Ippenson. So batting 7th for Central. It's number 40, your DH, Colin Bockold. Schwartz leads it, and Payson 1-0 here, top of the third. Ground to the third, over to first. There you go, out number 1. Just like that. Colton Cooley now, your center fielder, hitting 8th for Central. 1-0 Payson, 1 out, top 3. Oh, pitcher friendly call there. 0-1, at least I would say. That one hit to the right side. Second baseman has it. Over to first. And that is out number 2. Well, making quick work of the Panthers is Payson Seymour's Blake Schwartz. Set down 5 Wow, he set down the order. He set them all down here. So let's see. The first pitch rather to the catcher, Luke Ippenson. Bats ninth, swung on a miss, strike one. He set them all down. That's fouled to the right. 2 strikes. Blake Schwartz has set them all down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 at the moment. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Wow. Blake Schwartz is a twirling. What's he got here? 1, 2, 3 strikeouts. Through 3, he's pitched quite well. Yeah, so I'll leave it at that without jinxing him, okay? We go to the bottom of the third. Payson leading this one. Close game, though, 1-0. Back after this on Furious Rally Sports.
Oh, you're going by the day. Like, how can it be a home game? And then next week's game at Hannibal got moved to the following day.
Maybe you better send me a text.
What's that?
So Colin Likes has pitched pretty well for Point Central, but Payson Indians lead this one on Senior Day 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the third. Your lineup starts at the top again here in the third. It's Barker, Schwartz, Howell. Let's see what Lane Barker can do from the left side. That pitch is inside, ball 1. Grounder to second, to first. Oh, come on. That was pretty funny. 1 out. Lane Barker grounds to second base. 1 away to lead off the, I'll not put that in the second inning. Goofy put it in the third inning. There we go. Blake Schwartz now your pitcher. Wow, called it a strike. All right, so Colin Likes is thinking, yeah, I like pitcher-friendly calls. 0-1. Thinking Blake Schwartz is going, that was a strike? That one inside and low. 1-1. Payson leading 1-0, bottom of the third over Central. That, a base hit to center field. Blake Schwartz aboard again. You can see him there. 2 singles for him. Now your number 3 hitter, Connor Howell, flew out to right in the first. Really tough for me to switch that camera that quick and get that shot there of that. So, I mean, we could leave it like that if you want to see that. It's all right by me. Nope, nothing doing. I'm all right with runner at first if you're okay with seeing it like that. Connor Howell's going, man, you're not giving me any FaceTime, man. All right. First pitch to Howell is, where is it? Popped up. Third baseman makes the play. Two down. Connor Howell flies out. Let's go back to that. I'm okay with that if you're all right with it. Huh? Miller, your cleanup hitter, had the double that scored Schwartz earlier. Likes now. This one. It's going to be, I believe the third baseman could not make the play. Whether an E5 or not, not sure. No, doesn't matter. 2 outs, first and second for Nolan Sparks. Pitch in there. Throw down to third. Runner is safe. Both runners, did they take off both? No, only Schwartz. All right, we'll go back there and see if the runner from first will go. Probably, I'm guessing that Miller might. Trying to force that on the 0-1. Swung on and missed by Nolan Sparks. Go back here, catch that. That is a base hit to center field, going to score one. Center field a little bit of a issue with it. But okay, a run scores. It is 2-0. Payson. Sparks with the single. This is now Brody Deeker. Fouled off and to the right. Colin Cooley likes the center field FaceTime, doesn't he? Backside. Hey, my jersey's there. That one nubbed. Runner will have to go back. 2 strikes now to Brody Deeker. There are 2 outs. But once again, Payson has gotten another run. 2 at the top of their order. 2-0. Indians over Camp Point Central, the Panthers. We're in the bottom of the third. Steve Reich, 3, called it. Well, I think the home crowd didn't think much of that one, did they? But, hey, it's the way it goes. We are at the end of 3, but Payson has gotten 2 now. They lead the Camp Point Central Panthers 2-0. We go to the top of the 4th. Back on Furious Rally Sports in just a momento. Blake Schwartz, his first moment on the mound this season due to arm trouble. And he is pitching quite well. Let's just put it this way, 1, 2, 3 through 3. Two nothing, Payson Seymour Indians, the host over the Central Panthers. And it'll be 1, 2, and 3. Peters, Houston, Wiskirchen for Central. Here in the top of the fourth. Back here tomorrow on Furious Rally Sports as Payson hosts Pittsfield. Friday, softball, Liberty hosts Camp Point Central. Schwartz, first one, is outside and low to Nate Peters, the shortstop for Central. That is he gets down. Gets down out in left field. And so a runner is aboard. Peters is aboard, whether it was a kick or it was a hit. It's tough for me to tell switching the cameras there. Schwartz now with a runner at first. Show the bunt, throw to second. He is. Oh, he's safe. Wow. I thought he was out, that the ball beat him. Guess not. Stolen base for Nate Peters and Central. Trying to get a run back, down 2-0 here in the top of the fourth. Left-handed hitting Lane Houston. For Central, the number 2 hitter. Shows the bunt. Second strike now on him. Don't think he'll show the bunt now, will he? Well, he could, I guess. That one is fouled to the left. Houston, the left fielder for Camp Point Central. That one fouled to the right. 2 strikes on Houston, hanging tough, though, here at this point. Top 4, Payson Seymour, the host, 2, Camp Point Central, nothing. Strike 3. A little bit of adjustment there. And good pitch from Schwartz. He gets the K, 1 out. This is Briggs Wiskirchen. Throw back to second, nothing doing there with the runner Peters. 1 away. Top 4, Central looking for a run, down 2-0 to Payson. This one is hit out to center. Throw to third, safe. So the fly out to center, 2 away. Runner advances. Peters from second after the tagging, so with 2 outs. See what number 4 hitter Garrett Nyson can do, the third baseman. It is fouled back and out of play. Two for Payson. Central doesn't have a thing, but they're trying to get one across with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. They have a runner at third. It is Nate Peters, the leadoff man in this inning. That is... Oh, what a catch! What a catch out in right field. Fantastic catch. I'm glad I caught that on camera. How about that? Fantastic catch for the third out. Mason Hayden made that catch. Nice play, Mason. Way to go, man. That is fantastic. He's the one that's being DH'd for today. But the glove shows its stuff there, doesn't it? Wow. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 2-0. Payson Seymour leading Central. Back on Furious Rally Sports after this.
Hey, Nikki, did you ever make a copy of that thing? Or
No, I completely forgot. I realized that today. Didn't want to miss it.
expect me?
You don't have to. I know.
So a pretty good pitcher's duel here between Colin Likes and Blake Schwartz. 2-0 Payson. Senior day for the Indians. As we go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Phillips, Boone, Zenley. That's 7, 8, 9. Here's your second baseman, Dalton Phillips. Nubbed foul. Nice day for a game. Again, the sun has popped in and out. The clouds just kind of, yada, yada, if you will. I did see in the forecast maybe after 7 o'clock, maybe a chance of thunderstorms or rain, so let's just hope that doesn't happen. We get this one in. Sure we will. That pitch inside. 1-1 to Dalton Phillips. You know what? I'm going to go have to grab my bug spray. I sprayed myself earlier, but they're already starting to try to chew me up again. Here's the 1-1 to Likes from Phillips. That is popped foul and back and out of play. And, 1-2. And when the catcher takes a look at it and goes, where is it? It's Luke Ippenson behind the plate for Central. It's tough to see it. 1-2 now to Phillips. Breaking ball outside edge, strike 3, beauty. That was a thing of beauty. Dalton Phillips is going, it was a ball. Well, sorry, Dalton, the umpire didn't feel that way. That's okay. Next time you get another chance. Here's Nick Boone, the third baseman, the number 8 hitter for Payson. 2-0 they lead. 1 out, bottom 4. That one nubbed to the right side. There will not be a play. Safe. That's what you like. You follow a K with a infield single. Nick Boone. Now your shortstop, Roland Zenley, with the runner at first. Boy, Mason Hayden out in right field. He's being DH for today. He made a great catch, great running catch to end that inning for Central, the catch by the Payson right fielder. All right, so let's see what Zenley does here. Pitch low and in. Two nothing Payson. One out. Bottom four over Central. Throw over to first. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Close. Central fans are going, whoa. That was close. Man, I'll have to get some bug spray. They're starting to come in here like an armada into my truck. The 1-0. See Reich. Ibbotson turns. Looks like he's going to throw, but didn't. Hey, you know what? I'm going to mute my mic and spray myself with bug spray. Hold on. Bet they'll stay away now. The 1-1. The throw to second. In there. Safe. Stolen base. So 1-2 count now on Roland Zenley, your shortstop. Likes his pitch. Nubbed foul to the left. Payson trying to add to their 2-0 lead over Point Central in the bottom of the fourth. Ooh, throw back there. Woo, woo, woo. Danger. Danger all the way around. As a pitcher, I really never liked throwing back to second very much because you're turning and you're trying to fire and bad things happen. You occasionally get outs that way, but the 2-2 to Zenley on the way. Runner is going. Throw at third. He is out. So Boone is caught stealing with 2 outs. And now Roland Zenley with 2 outs try to do something on the 2-2, the full count rather. Strike 3, struck him out. Good inning for Likes. One, two, three takes care of the Payson bottom of the lineup. We'll go to the top of the fifth. This game is still undecided. Somebody is pitching very well, though. Both pitchers, as a matter of fact. We'll talk about the Payson pitcher, Blake Schwartz, in just a moment. We go to the top of the fifth. 2-0 Payson over Central on Furious Rally Sports.
Come on, Blake. 3 out. We're hit by 2. Not going in there. It's going out there. Not going to show it over.
So regarding Schwartz's outing to this point, it is, I don't know, and forgive me for this, that I did not get the camera shot or was able to see what happened over in left, whether it was an error or not out in left field. So he's either got a no-hitter or a one-hitter. Yeah, I just jinxed him, I guess, if he's got a no-hitter. But he's pitched very well to this point. He's got 5, 6, 7 Peterson, Howe, and Bachhold to deal with for Central. Again, this is Blake Schwartz's first game of the year pitching. He's had an arm that's bothered him all season. So that's why. Top of the fifth. 2-0 Payson over the road team Camp Point Central Panthers. This is Jace Howe playing out in right field. Pitch is low for a ball. Weather not seeming to be a factor. Pretty nice day here for this game. Fouled into the glove. 1-1. Schwartz is a twirling for the Payson Seymour Indians. Let me tell you. Pitch is outside. 2-1. Again, don't know if that was a hit or an error. Last inning on the ball to left field. That is low. 3-1 now to the leadoff hitter, Caleb Peterson, rather. Forgive me, Caleb. He's your second baseman. That's ball 4. Pretty good job by Peterson to stay off of not be overly aggressive and take the walk there. So now it's Jace Howe, your right fielder. Peterson, he caught last year. I remember that, seeing him a few times. So I don't know if Peterson's eligible to take off or not. He might. Let's see what happens. Jace Howe now, your right fielder for Central. 2-0 Payson, top 5. Got a bunt. Pops it up and out of play. So we'll see if Jace Howe tries to bunt Peterson over. Throw to first, nothing doing. Schwartz looks over at first, comes set. Pitch comes home, swung on a missed. Strike 2. Well, if you're Howe, do you think about dumping the bunt even with 2 strikes? Trying to get a run? Don't know. We'll see. 2-strike count on him. Peterson at first. Fouls it into the catcher's glove. Off the backstop. We'll do it again. You can see the outfield for Payson. That's Nolan Sparks. You can tell he's not exactly playing deep. He's having trouble with the bugs, too. I know. See that? See him swatting them away? 2-strike pitch here to Jace Howe. No, he did not go. Pitch is outside, 1-2. 2-0 Payson, top of the 5th over Central. Swung on a miss, strike 3. First out in the top of the 5th for the road team Central Panthers. And now, Colin Bachhold, your DH, DHing today for your pitcher Colin Likes. Peterson at first, a ball over the walk, throw over. Nope. Close, though. Closer than you'd think. Schwartz set. Will come home. Got the pitcher's friendly call there, 0-1. To Colin Bachhold. Bachhold, by the way, the 7th hitter in the Central lineup. 2-0 Payson. Top 5. So your right throw first. Nope. One away here in that top of the fifth. Okay, let's see here. A little time trying to probably get some dirt in places that you don't want to have it. Eyes, for example, when you slide into first base, can be all bad. Now we're getting reset here as Blake Schwartz will throw to Bachhold for Central. Peterson at first. Leadoff walk. That grounded to second. Only play. Oh, they're going to try to force the play. Oh, it does not work. Tried to force the play there. And no. So, Bachhold is aboard on fielder's choice. And on the error from, sorry, Dalton, I have to call that, but yeah, it is what it is, right? First and third now with one away for Central, trying to eat into the 2-0 Payson lead. Fastball outside, ball one. I thought Phillips, as he went to his right, I thought for sure he was just going to take the easy out. Trying to cut down the lead runner, it cost him. And now time. Are we talking about maybe lifting a pitcher here? I don't know. Schwartz has pitched very well. I wouldn't think so. We are in the top of the fifth. There is one out. Colton Cooley, the center fielder, hitting, by the way. Runners at first and third for Central. 2-0 Payson. Trying to eat into that Payson lead are the Panthers. Indians are trying to say no. You can put it on the board? No. See what happens here. Runner does go, and he will, I think they call that catcher's indifference. I don't know if they call it a stolen base or not, but I will call it a stolen base anyway because the catcher couldn't make the play, and so it's second and third now with one out. Colton Cooley, the center fielder, can be a hero here and tie it, if possible, with a hit. 2-0. Fastball outside, 3-0. Will the runner come home? No. Almost got to did get the backstop. The backstop not very far behind home plate here in Payson. It's risky to come home. Let me put it to you this way, because even if you think you're going to be able to come home, the ball may bounce right back to the catcher and you're caught in no man's land. Second and third for Central, trying to get 2 runs and tie this game with Payson in the top of the fifth. One away. There you go. The first strike here, the 3-1 to Colton Cooley. That one outside, ball 4. So, bases are juiced. And this is Luke Ippenson, your number 9 hitter. Walked his first time. Good breaking ball on the outside edge, strike 1. 2-0, but the lead is resting on the knife edge for Payson. Bases loaded for Central, 1 out. Top 5. Strike 2. Well, a lot of freshmen and sophomores on this Central team. I'd have to look if Luke is probably a freshman or sophomore, so, This one is grounded to first. And I believe, well, the run scored, that's for sure. So I think it was an out at first base. Let's see here. Trying to. Runner scored, and Payson or Central has made it 2-1. Breaking ball outside. 1-0. This is to your leadoff hitter for Central, Nate Peters. 2 outs on the top of the 5th. They've gotten 1 back. They have a chance to get 2. Bachhold is at 3rd. This one grounded. Base hit. And a runner, 2 runners will score. Base hit out to left field. And suddenly it's 3-2. It's 3-2 Central. Just like that. Where's that one hit to? And made the play out there, and I think that was on the infield. Pop up 3 away. Wow, that got me all discombobulated there. Forgive me. Let me get this all written down here real quick. There's a fly out to the shortstop. Okay, so 3 runs, though, Central gets. And they now take the lead after the top of the 5th, 3-2 over Payson Seymour. Back in just a momento. As you can see, that's the center field netting for the backstop for the batter's eye for the hitters, and so therefore it's tough that every time I'm trying to show the camera shot, that keeps blowing over the. So anyway, it's 3-2 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Central now leading. Here we go, and let's see. We have the top of the order. It's Barker, Schwartz, and Howell for Payson. So it's been a good game. Blake Schwartz was twirling, but last inning Central finally got to him, and they got 3 on him. First pitch low for a ball. To Lane Barker, the leadoff hitter, first baseman. Steve Reich. Likes fell off the mound a little funny there. You all right? Gonna play with the mound there a little bit. I don't blame him. He don't have a pitch count, or pitch clock, so doesn't really have to worry about that, does he? So that one low and outside. 2-1. Central got the lead in the top of the 5th. Got all 3. 3-2 now. They lead Payson. Bottom 5. That went off the catcher's glove there, Ippenson. Three and 1 count now to Lane Barker. That is in there for a strike. So Likes hanging tough against Barker. Count full now. Leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 5th. Payson down 3-2 to Central. Fouls it into the backstop. Gee, I don't know. You couldn't hear that, could you? Yep. A lot of fun. Good crowd here on Senior Day for Payson, but it was a 2-0 lead for him. Now it's 3-2 Central. Bottom 5. Likes his 3-2 pitch to Barker. Nope, ball 4 inside. So Barker leads off the 5th with a walk. Now Blake Schwartz, your pitcher. Oh, very good hitter. They've gotten their runs at the top of the order, has Payson. 3-2. Central leading. Bottom 5. That is hit out to left field and a base hit. So, okay. It is Connor Howell now. That one is okay, just foul to the left there. Tough to see that. You can see why the cameras are kind of tough for me to try to catch everything and know exactly where the ball is. So forgive me for that, but it was fouled to the left. 0-1 here. To Connor Howell, your catcher. Runners at first and second for Payson. Nobody out, trying to get the lead back or at least tie it. Bottom 5. Pitch outside with Central leading 3-2. It's 1-1 to Connor Howell. Well, that sounded brutal. Foul down the left field line there, I believe, into the side fencing. I guess everybody's okay there. 1-2. Let's see if the runners will go. I doubt they send Barker. They might. Let's see. No. Nope, that pitch is low. 2-2 from Connor Likes. Likes and Central, the Panthers, holding on to a 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the 5th over the host Payson Seymour Indians. The 2-2 is strike 3. Connor Howell caught looking, and he was like, are you sure about that, Mr. Umpire? That's a pitcher's pitch, no doubt. Hunter Miller now your DH batting 4th. We will have a discussion amongst the Central personnel here. Jordan Tenhouse, what will he do? 3-2, Central leading Payson. Here in the bottom of the 5th with runners at first and second and 1 out. Back after this on Furious Rally Sports. Note to self, bring more water. Thought I had enough water. I'm almost on my last swig. Because this one could go extra innings. 3-2, bottom 5, 1 out for Payson. Runners at first and second. And this is Hunter Miller, your DH. Pitch outside. Ball 1. That is hit pretty well out to the center fielder. He'll make the play. The runners will all advance. Or I shouldn't say that, one will advance. 2 down now. Miller flew out to center field. Barker able to get there on to third now. And Blake Schwartz is at first, 2 outs. Nolan Sparks, your center fielder. 3-2 Central leading bottom 5 over Payson. Thrower to first, nothing doing. It's understood why Colin Likes would look at Schwartz, that first and third thing with the steal. High schools almost always steal in this situation, and catchers won't throw down for obvious reasons. That is a base hit. Base hit to the left side. It scores Barker. Moves up Schwartz to second. And we are now tied at 3. What did I tell you? Brody Deeker now, your left fielder, number 6 hitter. Pitch up and in, ball 1. Connor Likes has thrown well here into the 5th for Central. All even at 3. 2 outs. Hello, into the backstop. Here all the Payson fans, come on, Brody. Well, he's got a couple out there. Can he bring them home? Throw, safe, stole the base.
All right, bro, now you're ready. Come on, buddy.
I put Sparks at second as well. Deeker now on the 2-1. Swung on and missed, strike 3. That said 2-1, but that was incorrect. That is strike 3 swinging on Brody Deeker. So they strand 2, but they get 1 back. What did they get here? 1, 2 hits. We go to the the top of the 6th. The host, Payson Seymour Indians, 3. Central Panthers, 3. Good game here from Payson on Furious Rally Sports. Back in just a minute. Okay, so a new pitcher. No, correction. I thought there was a new pitcher. My bad. Blake Schwartz. He turned. I was like, is his number that a different pitcher? I was like, no, that isn't. That's Blake Schwartz still out there throwing here in the 6th inning. Why not? 3-3 Central and Payson Seymour on senior night, senior day here for the Indians, for Payson. It's Wiskirk and Nyson Peterson, 3-4-5. This is popped up to the pitcher. You can't tell when the ball's hit when you're looking at the camera angles where the ball is. And so you just kind of have to look and see, and well, finally found out that Blake Schwartz got the fly out there of Wiskirken. Garrett Nyson now. This is caught out and left. Nice play. 2 down. Good play on left field by Brody Deeker with 2 down. Pitch outside for a ball. This is Cole Peterson, your second baseman. Low and in the dirt, 2-0. 3-3. Central and Payson. And I hope my batteries last. I mean, yeah. We'll just see what happens. We should be fine. Pitch is upstairs there. 3-0. Struggling a little bit with Peterson right now is the starter and the pitcher of record, Blake Schwartz. I said Cole Peterson. I keep saying that. Caleb, I'm sorry. It's because I've written it so poorly in the book. It looks like Cole. Caleb Peterson going, I wanted first base. That is flown out to left field or right field for out number 3. So they go 1, 2, 3 with 3 flyouts. Do Central in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is 7, 8, 9 for Payson. We are tied at 3 between the Indians and the Panthers. A good one on Furious Rally Sports. Both starters have thrown very well for both Central and Payson. Colin Likes for Central, Blake Schwartz for Payson. Bugs, go away. I have bug spray on. They're flitting around, but they're not coming towards me, so I'll take that. 7, 8, 9. It is Phillips, Boone, and Zenley for Payson. Tied at 3, bottom 6. Extra frames, perhaps? If you want to know, Central has 6, 7, 8 due in the 7th. Dalton Phillips, your second baseman now. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Beat it out. Grounded to short. And he's aboard with a single. Dalton Phillips. So now, that's that go-ahead run there in the 6th. They could use it. Nick Boone, your third baseman, the 8th hitter. I want to make sure that's right. They're not pinch hitting here. I would assume they would not. No. Third baseman is Nick Boone. Let's get that. There we go. I doubt Phillips is going anywhere. Check him anyway. Nothing doing. Colton Cooley liking the FaceTime. Right there in center field. There is the bunt. It is a perfect one. Everybody is safe. Absolute perfect bunt. Yep, it counts. That's what we know, right? All right, let's see now. Rollin Zenley, your shortstop, does some pitching too, and he's not too bad. Colin Likes, though, starting to sweat out there. Got to be for Central with the game tied at 3 in the 6th. Bottom of. This is popped foul and to the right. Three, Central and Payson, bottom 6. Runners at first and second, nobody out, though, for the Indians. That is another perfect bunt. Everybody will be safe yet again. I'm going to call that a hit. I mean, to me, what are you going to do? I'm not sure if Luke Gibson had trouble fielding it, but I'm not sure he'd have gotten the runner anyway. So we'll call it a hit. Lane Barker now. The bases loaded, nobody out. That's your leadoff hitter for Payson. Oh, boy. Look out. First pitch hitting. It is out to left. That is going to score. Two. The double out to left field for Lane Barker. Oh, that's got to feel good. Nice hit, Lane. And now it's 5-3. Now 5-3. Payson, after all that. Sometimes you're running the cameras and doing all these things. It can be trying to get things all squared away. There you go, 5-3, bottom 6th. See, the important thing is nobody out. That's going to make it rough for Central. This game was 2-0. Payson. Then Central got the lead in the 5th, 3-2, and then Payson tied it. And now they've got the lead 5-3 with nobody out and runners at second and third. They will, they will intentionally pass Blake Schwartz to load the bases. So here's Connor Howell. In there for a strike. Payson leading 5-3, bottom sixth. Gotten 2 here in the bottom of it. Pitch is low and outside, 1-1. Colin Likes now kind of, it's kind of tough out there, right? Going to be that way sometimes. You see runners at first, second, and third. Nobody out. That is inside. 2-1. 3. What was it? A single and then 3 beat out infield single and then 2 bunts, and then that's kind of set things the way they are at the moment. Foul to the left. 2-2. Connor Howell, your catcher. He has flown out to right, flown out to the third baseman, and was caught looking. That pitch gets to the backstop. Will the runners go? No. Wow, Luke Gibson had trouble finding it, but again, a ball has to really carom off and go somewhere for a runner to come from third to home. And it makes for an exciting play there if it happens. I used to play at a high school at a pro backstop. If you threw on there, you gave up the run. 3-2 now on Connor Howell. Runners at second and third for Payson, trying to add to the 5-3 lead, bottom 6. Over Central. That is ball 4. And I said second and third, first, second, third. They walk in a run there.
Come on, Miller. Keep it going.
And now 6-3. Payson. Had to get my score sheet squared away there with the walk to Connor Howell.
Come on, let's go.
Hunter Miller now. Fouls that one. Bottom 6.
Play for it, Hunter.
6-3. Payson. They've gotten 3 here in the 6th. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. There you go, 6-3.
Let's go. Fight for it.
The pitch. That one is fouled back. Bases still loaded, as you can see here. 1, 2, 3. With Indians. They lead at 6-3. They've gotten 3 here in the 6th. This one, I think it hit the fielder, and he's down. Oh, boy. Hit the shortstop. He came up, hit him right in the face.
Ball hit him in the face.
Tough play there. I think that will go as a hit
Bring another shortstop out there. He's done.
for Hunter Miller. They will take out shortstop. Your shortstop here, which is Nate Peters. So he's injured here in the 6th with nobody out. A ground ball just kind of came up and caught him right square in the face. We'll see who they end up putting out in the field. I'll let you know here in a moment. Yeah, that thing just kind of came right up and caught him quick. Caught me so quick to try to switch the cameras. I'm not sure I caught that with it hitting him. So, tough one for Nate Peters. Sorry that happened to you, my good man. So we have a stoppage in play here after the injury. Now 7-3, and I got to get my scorecard all squared away too here because of a runner scoring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who scored here? Here. Barker scored. Right, Schwartz is at third. I think. Got a pinch runner there at second. And that is Lucas Davenport for Payson. Not sure who's running at first. Who did we end up putting in at shortstop? I'm not sure. Looks like Wiskerchen will go in to play shortstop. So we've had some changes here. Looks like for Central, we've got Hamilton has went to right field. And I'm not sure who we have. That's Houston will go to center. Okay. So hang on a minute. Let me get this all squared away. And let's see. Houston is in center field now. And then let's see who we got on the hill. That would be Caleb Peterson. So Wiskerchen to short, Hamilton to right, Houston to center. Well, let me correct myself. It looks like it's Likes, Hamilton, Houston. Right field, center, and left field. So Likes in right, Hamilton in center, Houston in left. Wiskerchen has gone to short. Caleb Peterson, now your second baseman, on the hill. Looks like Cooley will go to second base for Central. Big time adjustments for the Panthers with that injury. Nate Peters hurt with a ground ball, came off of his face moments ago. Nobody out still for Payson here in the bottom of the sixth, 7-3. On the hill now, again, Caleb Peterson was playing second base earlier. So maybe Likes now is in center, huh? These guys are standing around messing with me. Pitch in there for a strike from Caleb Peterson. That's a good fastball in there. To Nolan Sparks. Center fielder hitting fifth. That is popped up. And an out to the first baseman. One away.
Go, Brody. Have fun up there. Just relax.
Brody Deeker now. They've almost batted around. That makes the scorecard ugly. That it does. 7-3. Catcher now, I believe Luke Gibbonson's still behind the plate. Tough to tell with all that gear, but I believe that's who it is still back there. Again, Nate Peters, the shortstop for Central. Ground ball came up, hit him in the face, and they've had to make some changes here in the bottom of the sixth. 7-3. Payson has gotten all four. This one is second, first. Did they get the double play? They did. Nice. The 4-6-3 double play, huh? And that ends the inning. So, at the end of 6, Payson got 4, including 3 straight hits to lead off the inning, and that made things tough for Central. So we go to the top of the 7th. Last chance for the Panthers. They are down 7-3 to the host, Payson Seymour Indians. Back after this.
Tomorrow night game. Tonight, senior night. I'm just trying to.
Well, a good game here. Back and forth it's been. Good pitchers duel early. Colin Likes it was tough for him in the 6th against Payson. 3 straight singles, including a infield single beat out to the left side, then 2 straight bunts, and then the roof caved in on the Central Panthers as Payson got 4 to break that 3-3 tie. Now, if you're wondering, against Blake Schwartz, can Central, they've gotten 3 runs already, so could they get back in it? Here's the tough part. You've got 6, 7, and 8, and I'm not sure here what kind of batting order we have since all the substitutions. We'll take a look. Originally it was Howe, Bockold, and Cooley, but we'll see what happens. I think the batting order will stay the same, because I believe they're all still in the game here. Who do we have? I'm trying to see who that young gentleman is. I think that is Jace Howell, the right fielder. Boy, really tough to see that number from here. Okay. It said Jay, so that's got to be who it is. Pitch is low, ball 1. Back here tomorrow, Pittsfield in town against Payson on Furious Rally Sports. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Yeah, the Central uniforms from a distance are real tough to tell. That gold on black, just kind of I'd like to see them have gold numbers instead of the outline of the number. Of course, they're not on TV very often, are they? Swung on and missed. 2-2. Blake Schwartz trying to get the complete game win in his first outing of the season. Upstairs. Count full. Danger here, right? The leadoff man in the 7th when you're up 7-3. This is popped foul and back.
Come on, Blake.
No. Ball 4. So the leadoff walk to Jace Howell for Central here in the top of the 7th, trying to get 4 to tie it. 7-3, they're down. Kevin Bockold, your DH. Let's see here. The Payson folks going to talk things over. They apparently will. Yeah, I think I saved my last swig of water for now, so I'm going to take it. Hang in there a minute. Furious Rally Sports. Camp Point Central folks and Payson Seymour folks, hope you have enjoyed this game on Furious Rally Sports. It's been a fun one for me. Weather's been good. Sorry to see Nate Peters, the shortstop, take the ground ball to his face there earlier, but we're hoping he will be okay. Now, again, this is Colin Bockold, the DH, for Central with a runner at first. Pitch is in there for a strike, swung on and missed. Leadoff walk for Central, down 7-3 in the top of the 7th to Payson. That is fouled. No one sparks. Yeah, see, he's swatting away at the flies, at the no-see-ums, whatever they call those too. Yeah, they've been kind of flitting around me too. That's why I spray myself with bug spray. The women love it. That is a ground ball base hit to right field. Well, are they getting a little bit to Blake Schwartz? First and second, nobody out in the top of the 7th. This is Colton Cooley, your center fielder, or at second base now, I believe, when he came in. Swung on a miss, strike one. Central needs 4, or this one's over. 7-3 Payson. Top 7. Oh, Blake Schwartz, you got a gift there, man. I mean, I know it's wherever it crosses plate, the whole trapezoid's a strike, but yeah, okay. Cooley, base hit. Out to center field. That is going to score 1, and he will have a double. Colton Cooley with a double. Scores 1, now 7-4. Not over, is it? Luke Ippenson, your catcher, the 9th hitter. Swung on a miss, strike one. Fastball misses, moving left to right outside, 1-1. Man, I tell you what, these guys, these young cats can get the ball to move a lot more than I ever did. I was as straight as a string fastballer. This is a hit out to a hit out to right, rather, and it's a base hit. Okay. So Ippenson with the single. 7-5. Bachholz scored. Cooley to third. Schwartz will look at the runner. Cooley fakes that step thing, and now it doesn't work. This game not over yet. Over to first, nothing. Yeah, with the clouds going in and out, you can see it kind of messes with my cameras a bit, just because the light kind of affects them just a bit here. Pitch is in there for a strike. Let me see who's hitting here for. I'm not sure who is hitting now for Nate Peters. Can't see that number on his jersey at all. It's a 2. Runner goes. Uh-oh, ball to the backstop. The runner will not advance. But the runner from first gets to second. That's Luke Ippenson. So a 2. I got to look to see who's hitting here. That is, it's a base hit. Out at third, apparently. Okay, so it was Grant Hamilton that got the single. Ippinson out at third, though. Okay, let me get some stuff squared away as they talk things over. Cooley scored on that. 7-6, this game not over. Lane Houston, your center fielder. Gonna bunt, foul. Trying to make sure I can see who this is.
Come on, Blake.
I believe it's Lane Houston batting for Central. This one popped foul and back. Okay, so one out here in the top of the seventh. 7-6, Payson. Lots going on here. That is fouled to the left. That will go to the backstop. Runner from first moves up. And that is Hamilton. So now you've got runners. Let me correct myself here. You got a runner at third now, or second. The tying run. 7-6, top seven. Payson leading by one. Pitches outside. 2-2. That is hit to center. It's a base hit. Runner is in there safe. Close play. Let me see who was batting there. I kept calling him Lane the whole game. I am sorry, Lane. Luke Houston. Good gravy. Forgive me. I was wondering why they kept saying Luke. It was weird. So here's the story. You have an exciting finish here. Payson got 4 in the bottom of the 6th to take the lead 7-3, and now Central has answered back with one out now. That's all there is. They have runners at first and third. Blake Schwartz now will leave the game. He'll go 6 1/3. And so what do you got? Who do you have on the hill here? number 30, and that would be Isaiah Brass, if I have that correct. The lefty. All right, so he's going to try to close the door. That's a little pressure. None at all, is there? With one out. In the 7th, and the lead of 7-6 over Central for Payson. A bunch of singles basically put together. Then a runner thrown out, Luke Ippenson at third for Central. And it's not like they've ripped Blake Schwartz, but they got to him here in the 7th. 120 yeah, I know. It jinxed him, I don't know. It was the 3rd inning or the 4th inning. He had that going for him. So Isaiah Brass now pitching for Central with runners at 1st and 3rd. As you see, there's the runner at 3rd for Central and a runner at 1st. Runner first, Luke Houston. So now Briggs Wiskirchen, the first baseman. And I think did they move him to short? They had kind of a shuffle around in the infield when Nate Peters went down in the 6th. Nonetheless, Wiskirchen hitting. Runners at 1st and 3rd, 1 out. Double play wins it for Payson. Let's see what happens. Single ties it for Central. And it is a single. It is tied. Look at there. The Seeing Eye single from Briggs Wiskirchen. We are tied at 7. Wow. So, 1st and 2nd here with 1 out for Central. There's a ground ball to the left. By the way, batting here now, that is Garrett Nyson, your 3rd baseman. One out. Runners at 1st and 2nd for Central. They've tied it at 7. Needed 4 in the top of the 7th. They've done it. Pitch in the dirt, but the catcher's able to hang on. Good job there by Connor Howell to keep the runner from advancing. The very important runner. 7-7, Central and Payson. Pitch in the dirt now. That is 2-1. To Garrett Nyson. Brass comes home 3-0. Runner back at 2nd. Oh, he's in trouble. Ooh. Got in there. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Was that Mr. Hamilton? Or no, that was Luke Houston, actually. 3-1. Is Brass going to walk and load the bases? He will. Bases loaded with Central Panthers. They try to take the lead here in the 7th after being down 7-3 to start this inning at the top of the 7th. Sparks' first pitch to Caleb Peterson outside. I'm going to make sure that's Caleb in there. I believe it is. Came into pitch in the 6th. Let's go back here. You see that progression of that. It's a strike. 1-1. Isaiah Brass came on in relief here with 6 Schwartz went 6 1/3. Isaiah Brass on in relief for the Payson Indians. Upstairs, 2-1. Yeah, pretty big pressure to come in when you have the lead by 1 run and there's a runner at third, right? This is hit out to center. Are we going to have a play at the plate? We will not. The runner scores. And there is the lead for Central, 8-7. So I don't know what happened there. Are they going to say the runner left early? I think they're going to say the runner left early. Unbelievable. So there are 2 outs. The runner at third, Houston. And that is how that half inning ends. What a weird ending to that. We are tied at 7, though, as we go to the bottom of the 7th. I'll get organized here and talk to you about it in just a moment. Wow, weird. So here's the deal on that. There was 1 out. Caleb Peterson flew out to center. And then Luke Houston, who was at third base, took off apparently early, and that was the 3rd out. Otherwise, he would have scored, and Central would have led 8-7. So now Payson will have, let's see, who do they have coming up here to hit? My scorecard is such a mess. It looks like it's Dalton Phillips here in the 7th. Tied at 7. 7's wild on the scoreboard. Caleb Peterson pitching for Central. Swung on and missed strike 1. I tell you what, call your friends, bring up the stream here and watch it, or come up to the ballpark and watch a game. You've got a tie game, Central and Payson, in the 7th. Pitch is outside 1-1. Caleb Peterson. That one fouled back into the backstop. Peterson's next, the 1-2. Inside. He was looking for the strike, didn't get it. Colin Likes out center. Hey, it looked like a strike to me. 2-2. 7 all. Bottom 7. Payson at bat. Central's Peterson misses with a breaker. Was that a sweeper? I don't know what that was. Full count now, 3-2. To Dalton Phillips. That is ball 4. So in the bottom of the 7th, the leadoff man gets aboard. They've done this before, like last inning, and he beat out a single, he did. So, infield single. Nick Boone now, your third baseman. Bugs are flitting around here on me now, that's for sure. Let's get this like that. Now you can see what's happening. The bunt looks perfect. It is perfect. Sacrifice is done. Phillips moves up to second on the fielder's choice. The winning run now at second with Rollins Zenley, the shortstop. Seven all. Bottom of the seventh, Central and Payson. Caleb Peterson trying to hang on for dear life for Central here on the hill. Phillips at second. Zenley takes ball one. Well, either team wins, they're going to erupt. Uh-oh, they may have caught Phillips in a rundown. Look at this. They do. Two outs now, and that's the leadoff, or rather I should say Zenley now. Still at the plate. What am I talking about? Here we go. That grounded to the left side. Over to first. Got the out. Extra frames. Can my batteries hang on? I don't know. Hope so. We go to the eighth. Central Panthers, 7. The Payson Seymour Indians, 7. Oh, yeah. Baseball and Furious Rally Sports. Woo! Hey, what a game. Back and forth and back and forth. Sound like, what's his name? I can't even think his name now. Hey, back and forth and back and forth. Can't think of his name all of a sudden. But anyway, the actor. Forget it. When you get old, you forget names sometimes. But we are in the top of the eighth now. Extra frames. Central has, if I've got my scorecard right, at Howe, Bachhold, Cooley. 6, 7, 8. Seven all. Extra frames from Payson Seymour High School, Payson, Illinois. Glad you're with me on Furious Rally Sports. It's your Uncle Phil O'Neill. I'm having a blast with this one. I don't know about you. Crazy, man. Crazy game. No, did not give him the call ball. Now, I will tell you some clouds are starting to kind of creep in here in the background. So, I don't know. It's behind the outfield fence. There is the pitch for a strike. Like I said, I think about 7 o'clock was local time. We're at 6:45 local time, so we'll see here. 1-1 now to Jace Howe. That is caught. And one away. I don't know. That must have been caught down the left field line. It was tough for me to see that. One away. This is Kevin Bockel, or Colin Bockel, rather. Fouls it into the backstop. Two strikes on him, though, from Isaiah Brass, who came on in relief with in the sixth of Blake Schwartz, who pitched very well until Central started getting to him. Now 2 strikes again with that foul of Colin Bockel, the DH for Central. We are tied at 7. We are in the top of the 8th. Extra innings from Payson High School. Pittsfield and Payson tomorrow on Furious Rally Sports. Fouled off and to the right. Boy, the little bugs are just a-flitting now around me, but may have to go for more bug spray. That is a ball. 1-2 now. This Bockel's been hanging tough here. Fouled back in the backstop again. Now, if you're Brass, you kind of saw him like, yeah, man, I wanted to get that strikeout. It may favor the hitter here when you're constantly fouling the ball off. Pitchers get a little frustrated and anything can happen. Fouled off again and to the right.
Does it make Josh want to get another one?
We've done had some conversations. Mainly because why?
7 all. Top 8 Central and Payson Seymour. Extra innings. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Good pitch by Brass. Good fastball that Bockel had to go try to, and couldn't get to it. 2 down. Colton Cooley, your center fielder. Actually moved to second, I believe, in that Nate Peters shortstop injury in the 6th. Took a ground ball in the face region in the 6th. Had to come out of the game. Ball 1 to Cooley. Thanks for watching Furious Rally Sports. Best game I've had the whole time I've done the games. So what, from last year to this year. Extra innings, 7 all, top 8. Fouled back, 1-1. Again, a lot of these teams around that 500 mark, 7-15, I believe, for Central, but Payson's around the 500 mark themselves at 8-11.
Yeah.
Pitch outside, 2-1. And it does come down to pitching with those the pitch count numbers. The only way that you can be like have 2 or 3 or 4 losses is you have to have an armada of pitchers. And I mean good ones. Strike at the knees. Good pitch from Isaiah Brass. It's Colton Cooley. He's the 8th hitter in the lineup for Central. Like to get something started here in the 8th. Extra frame, 7-7, ball. Full count now? Yes, indeed.
Well, probably there was somebody was looking out for it.
Sparks is 3-2. That is catch made for out number 3. It's your third baseman that made the play. Boy, what if? Central has to think about that. Apparently, Luke Houston left early in the 7th for the 3rd out from third base on a fly ball to center. This game might be over, but instead we go to the bottom of the 8th. That's what I understood happened. I couldn't quite tell what the umpires were talking about. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So we are going to the bottom of the 8th. Central and Payson tied at 7. Furious Rally Sports back after this. Man, I wish I hadn't drank the last drink of my water earlier.
I didn't look for him till this afternoon, but he showed up this morning. But anyway, with our conversation yesterday, or whatever day it was, I guess it was yesterday, you know, I said,
Caleb Peterson on in relief of Colin Likes for Central. They got to him, got to Likes, 4-run lead for Payson. They probably thought the game was over.
but that's not
And guess what? In the 7th,
you to have.
Central was able to tie it. That's where we're going to the bottom of the 8th here now. And let's see. It is Barker, Schwartz, Howell. 1, 2, 3 hitters. Pitch is low, ball 1. Notice the pitcher's kind of pawing away at the mound. I remember playing here back in the day. Occasionally it gets kind of cratered. And my take always has been, if it's in a crater spot, you got to move on the mound, even if it's not where you want to be where you're pitching. Landing is so important. Yeah, he's still, see what I mean? Peterson kind of pawing now at that mound a lot. 2-0. To Lane Barker. I'm guessing Lane, we got 3-0. That was 2-0. Now 3-0. Yeah, I was going to say, wait a minute. Scoreboard said 3. Well, it is now. Yeah, you can see Caleb Peterson just pawing away now at the mound. And, my take is, like I said, now he's going to this, he's just going to throw off the stretch. All right, not a bad idea. There is a strike. Still doesn't like the footing, you can tell. Look at that. I was going, come on, I can't. Yeah, I always thought scratching away at it makes it worse. Now he's going back off the windup. Ball 4. I'm serious when I say this, that I think you're better off when the situation warrants to just go ahead and move on the mound a little bit to see if you can get a better landing spot. So now it's Blake Schwartz, your pitcher that started the game, out in the field later. Runner at first, he might go. Pitch is up for a ball and out. 7-7, bottom 8th. Central and Payson, Furious Rally Sports. Nope, 2-0. Yeah, Barker definitely a candidate to take off, being the leadoff hitter for Payson. Mr. Schwartz has had quite a day. A hit every time up, 4 for 4. 3-0, and you can see Peterson just a pawing away at that mound. I get it. As a pitcher, it drives you bananas, right? When you're feeling around for the mound, I understand exactly what that's about. You see he's throwing from the first base side. I wonder if he moved towards the third base side, if it would help him. Don't know. The 3-0 now. Clouds starting to get a little darker here. Ball 4. So, walk and walk. And now you've got Connor Howell, Central talking things over here. It was pretty obvious to me when Peterson came out, threw a couple pitches, he was really having trouble with the mound. Now looky there. He's moved over to the third base side, I think. Oh, no, or has he? No, he hasn't. Thought he might have. Stay on the first base side. Connor Howell, your catcher, the third hitter for Payson. He can win it with a single here in the bottom of the 8th. Extra frame, 7-7 with Central. That is in there for a strike. Good pitch from Peterson. Maybe now he's found the range, huh? Here in the bottom of the 8th, extra innings, 7-all. Central, Payson. Low one outside, 1-1. See if Caleb can hang in there and get out of this. That is foul to the left. He caught a good one, but foul. Ball and 2 strikes now on Connor Howell, the catcher for Payson, the number 3 hitter. He can win it with a hit because you know Barker's coming from second. That is fly out to right. 2 down. Or I should say 1 out. My bad. Forgive me. Hunter Miller. Pitch outside, the runners will move up. The winning run now at third base. Hunter Miller, all he's got to do, fly ball, wins the ball game likely if it's to the outfield. Listen to the crowd, just a buzzing here. Payson fans here, good crowd for senior day. 7-7, bottom 8th, 1 out. Runners at second and third. That is the run scores, and Payson wins it. Ground ball to the right side, can't get the runner at home. And Payson wins it 8-7. Write everything down on my scorebook. Hang in there just a second. What an exciting game. So there's your final. What a great game. 8-7, Payson wins it over Central in 8 innings here on Furious Rally Sports. So the ground ball to the right side. Your runner at third was Lane Barker. He came home. Play at the plate was not much of a play. And the win for Payson. Central really doesn't have a whole lot to hang their heads about. This was a good game for both teams. 9-11, Payson moves to 7-16. Central falls to. Now, tomorrow night, let me tell you, I've got another game for you coming right from here. Payson will host Pittsfield. Pittsfield, a pretty good baseball team. And then the Friday game is the game that never was, that was rescheduled because of the rain last Friday. That'll be softball, Liberty hosting Camp Point Central. So, the final score, in 8 innings, extra frames, the Payson Seymour Indians on senior day win it 8-7 over the Camp Point Central Panthers. Just want to let you know, so maybe today your team didn't win, or maybe you're having a bad day or what have you. Here's my thought. You know what? Make tomorrow the beginning of your own Furious Rally. This is Phil O'Neill, Furious Rally Sports. I will talk to you tomorrow right here from Payson. Take care. Bye for now.